and the US President, I mean, they've been talking and there is no sign, no indication, no anything, just giving us the idea that they won't disengage. The thing is that probably there could be a reorientation toward some other direction because one member, let's talk it generally, one member of the alliance realized that there is a threat coming from somewhere else. So it is normal for a mature and a strong alliance like we are that this nation is going to face this kind of threat, reorienting some assets there, and totally with flexibility and totally normally, the alliance is just, I mean, readapting and just taking care of what could be eventually the gap left by the ally who is just looking in another direction or going to another direction. Also because, I mean, let's talk it clearly, Indo-Pacific, I mean, whatever it occurs there have some effect on our area of responsibility and vice versa, of course. So I'm expecting that if there could be this kind of reorientation, I mean, we will react and we will just rebalance everything, and we, I mean, the other nation will take charge and just cover and fill the gap that the one who's directing his energy somewhere else is doing for the benefit of the alliance too. This is one point. The EU as a pillar of the alliance is already metabolized as a concept. I mean, the EU is already going in that direction. I'm foreseeing that, I mean, the EU nations, I mean, 27 over 32, will just get some capabilities which will be beneficial for the alliance too. It was a kind of a single set of forces, you know. Also for the capabilities, it could be the same story. I mean, so I'm pretty positive that the European Union is heading in that direction. European Union got the, let's call it the cold shower or the wake-up call from the U.S. administration, so they react. I mean, quicker to get to the point quicker. We don't have to forget to already in 2025 they already had a RDC rapid deployment capability operative. So they are 500 soldiers ready to be redeployed wherever they want to, even out of area or responsibility of Europe. But I think that the process is running, and of course there has been an acceleration due to the Ukrainian war and to the request of our ally, I mean the transatlantic request to take more responsibility of their own European defense. So this is one. Industry. Up to now, I think this is the weak side. I mean the weak side of the situation. I mean, industry doesn't have already changed their mind because, I mean, they should feel themselves and be active part of the defense from the whole of society. They are part of the society. So since this is a whole of society approach, I mean, I'm expecting that they change radically their way of seeing. Sometimes we spoil them, we as military spoil them, we just accept something that probably it was not perfectly fit for our requirement in the past, and we need to change our attitude too, but radically they need to be part of the system. They need to accept probably to be quicker, be more responsive to our operational requirement, and be cheap. And these are the 3 points that from the military point of view we are looking for, and sometimes they are weak on this. Yep.
Cristina Giuliano, Asca News, sono italiana come lei, però gliela faccio in inglese anche se il mio inglese non è buono come il suo. I'm asking you to resume and these were the first months for you at NATO. So how do you see the future of our alliance?
I can answer just watching the tendency that I saw during my first 3 months, because I started on January. The alliance is strong, is getting stronger and stronger, because as you saw, I mean, the latest event, I'm speaking the war in Ukraine, just got ourselves even tighter if we need it. The answer to the threat has been unique. There has been no difference in how we do react to, for example, to the aggression of Russia to Ukraine. And probably this has been a gluing factor to get the cohesion at this level, which is really a really good one. And cohesion is the central gravity of the alliance, for example. So, I mean, the 32 nation has been moving really totally tuned up, and I think that in the future, because we don't have to lower our guard, even if, thanks to God, someday there will be peace in that part of the world. We don't have to lower our attention and our guard, because I mean there will be a lot of things to do, and just our responsibility is not just for today, but it's for tomorrow, for the future generation. So we must be fit, ready, and we are working on that, and stay at that level, which means keep on working for the future. But I tell you what, the maturity and the strength and the will of the alliance is really strong. And I think that some way the war in Ukraine help us in getting to this, I mean, good mood.
Yes, one more question. Yes, Antonio.
We are tough.
Okay, and the last one there. Yes.
Admiral, it's me again.
Hi.
You mentioned the Arctic, and you mentioned space. So my question is, as chiefs of defense, did you discuss the situation with Trump's, US President Trump's desired acquisition of Greenland? Because Denmark, 2 days ago, decided that it will call a meeting on Arctic security with the northern countries. And also, did you discuss the Russian buildup of military along Finland's border? And if so, what does NATO think about that?
That's what was not an issue discussed in this meeting. I can tell you whatever is my opinion on this. But I mean, the Arctic, high northern, is very important for NATO. It's a theater, an operational theater, very important. I mean, there's just climate change, and also, I mean, just consider that NATO had the need to add a specific joint force command in Norfolk, which will be in charge of the Arctic region, and also of all the communication between the transatlantics. So I mean, coming from the Americas to the Europe and NATO area of responsibility. So Arctic is a very important theater of operation, and we pay a lot of attention to it. And as far as the nation, I mean, we are an alliance. In this alliance, 7 over 8 nations of the Arctic Arctic Circle, or whatever, I mean, are in NATO. So I mean, it is the interest of the NATO as an alliance, and all the countries belonging to the alliance to find a solution on anything, because I mean that's something we can grant it within the alliance. So I don't see any major problem. Yes. That was the last one, right? No, one more. Okay, where are you? Okay, I can see you. Yeah.
In July 2024, NATO adopted a new policy on women, peace, and security, and among others, recommend that we prevent or we protect women and girls who are the first victim of war, especially through sexual violence. This is aligned with Resolution 1325, which is 25 years this year, anniversary. I would like to know what progress have been made in the year since this new policy, and how does the MCCS advise NATO on implementing that policy?
I mean, NATO policy, I mean, remain unchanged. So, I mean, whatever it was decided at that time, I was not here, but at that time, is still in place. I mean, we as an alliance decided to cope totally with the 1325. So we are just on track, and everything is going forward. There is no change in our posture, in our will to fulfill the 1325. So I mean, there's no question about that.
Well, how do we implement that policy? How do NATO implement that policy? I'm sorry.
Well, I think we have an entity, an office who is following this issue, and they are just going forward on what it is supposed to be done. And I think that things are going smoothly, and I don't see any change on attitude, on any change of mind on that. So I just want to be sure that we will be complying with 1325 totally, as we decide to do on July 2024. Anything else?
Okay. Thank you very much for attending the conference, and see you next time.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry for the delay, but I'm a victim like you are.